Hello and welcome everybody to my channel, Myriad Musings. Um, this is a channel where I want to share with you, talk to you, speak my heart out about the things that I'm passionate with. There'll be things majorly related to health and productivity, generally lifestyle, and I hope that these conversations of ours are very, very useful to you and interesting. So today, to begin with, I am going to talk to you about something which I'm extremely passionate about. That is books. Books, books have helped me escape. Books have helped me learn. Books have helped me, live lives from the perspectives of so many people. And, we only get one life, but books help us to uh, live other lives and understand how would we have fared in those lives. So a lot of people keep speaking about the benefits of reading books and the bestseller lists and how to increase the speed of reading, but no one really speaks about how to choose books. There are so many billions of books and there's too little time. Just to quote Haruki Murakami here, in his book, a character Nagasawa says that he has a criteria that he will only read the books whose author has been dead 30 years before he's picked it up, because that is his criteria for good writing. So I'm not asking you to follow that, but there can be a good thought process which we can follow and choose and pick books, because there are too many books and too little time, because we have a very busy lifestyle and we end up reading what, 12, 15, 20 books a year. So it is important that we read what we love and what is useful to us. So let's begin. The first criteria, or the first way in which you can start exploring books would be, you know, our parents have brought us up and we've grown living their lifestyle, and, our choices match. I know with a lot of aspects, it is completely different the way we think and our parents do, but there's a high chance that you do like what your parents like. So scan the books in your house. They're books, old books which your parents must have purchased when they were kids, and the recent books, and try reading them. Give them a chance. They might be very popular, they might be not popular, but there's a chance you like it. So please do that. The second way I can suggest you what you can do is Goodreads. Join Goodreads. It's a very, very great platform wherein you can look at the summaries of books, understand genres, and what book will, suit you. You can just read the gist. You can read the reviews. So this is all basic. Okay, everybody reads reviews. But what I want to tell you here is you make friends. There are good on Goodreads. You can select friends from Facebook and Gmail, and there are some people you trust when it comes to reading, and you know it. You know what I'm saying. You know that the choices match. Like suppose your best friend or your teacher you look up to, and you want to read what they are reading, or you are sure that you like what they like because you're so similar. So you can go and check their shelves, their want to read or read and rating, and you can pick those books up. So better than reviews, this can help you choose books and be rest assured that you like. Then the third criteria can of course be, you have a favorite genre. Some people like thriller, some people like romantic love stories, non-fiction. If you decide, if you like an author, you've liked that author, you can explore more books by that author, and not necessarily are all the books of an author in the same genre. Authors also try variation, and that's how you also get exposed to a lot of different genres, and that expands your horizon of reading. The fourth thing which I can say, which is extremely generic and you must have tried it, is that reviews. That top 30 books you should read before 30, or you must read these books in your lifetime. These work out. Mostly it works out, mostly it doesn't work out. For example, I'll just tell you, recently I picked up Metamorphosis by Kafka. I also read Overcoat by Nikolai Gogol. They are extremely critically acclaimed reader authors and their books, but somehow I did not like those books. On the contrary, I recently read The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. It is a real life, it's a real account of Lale Sokolov and his, trials and tribulations and plight in the concentration camp of Auschwitz, and how he survives and goes on to live happily with his wife. So that is a book which is on the list of all, must read books, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So give those things a try. Now, what I like to tell you is the fifth point which I really love is serendipity. Just surrender. There are these lanes in your city where there are shops. There are these old shops where they sell books. There are no shelves. Not like crossword where it is fiction, non-fiction, business, and health. No, everything combined, it's cramped up, and you just sometimes feel like, okay, maybe this is a good book and I should pick it up. You haven't read any reviews, you don't know anything, you've looked at the paper, you've looked at the cover page, you do not know the author, and you've just read the summary, the gist on the last page, and you think that you like it, and sometimes you just end up liking it, because not all great books make to the list, and sometimes it's like a particular book wants, it calls out to you and you end up reading it. So serendipity is something you should give a chance, because not everything can be mechanical, and not all the top authors you like, because ev- like people, even books are made differently, and some books suit, some books don't suit. That's why we sometimes end up hating critically acclaimed or popular books. So that's the reason. This is a very important and beautiful point which people miss, and they don't want to risk it, but sometimes life gives you surprises. So just give serendipity a chance. The sixth thing that I would like to tell you is extremely important. I have always been a little tilted towards fiction, which should not be the case. This year, I made a resolution to, shift the skew a bit, at least 60-40%, 40% non-fiction, something related to my work or something that I'm passionate about. For example, if somebody wants to learn gardening, or somebody wants to learn, yoga, so you read that. Or if somebody like me who works in an MNC, I've done my MBA, so I can read something according to my profile. Like I can read books on strategy or on mergers and acquisitions. Likewise, everybody, some people of you must be in IT and a lot of other fields. So some things you should read from the area of your work, which helps you work, and in ways you won't realize. I'll tell you one thing. You might say that you read a lot of blogs, or you read a lot of articles and magazines, but knowledge in bits and pieces, and knowledge in the form of a book which has a continuity, which has a definite, theoretical scientific way of telling you and teaching you like a mentor, it makes a lot of difference. So you please go ahead and give nonfiction a place in your reading list. That will help your work a lot. Going forward, the seventh point that I would like to tell you is, sometimes in life, we l- life gets more challenging than other times. You have an exam, you have an interview to crack, or your work life is going on, and you are facing some challenges. Or even in your personal life, there might be some problems. You becoming a parent, or you raising a teenager, and you want some guidance. Not all therapists or all friends can, give you a satisfactory guidance at your convenience. So pick up books. Books will teach you. They'll teach you when you want, however you want, for the time you want. And I have personally observed, when I had my important exams, I was reading this one book which I've read twice or thrice, Mega Living by Robin Sharma. And that book by Sharma has helped me leaps and bounds, be positive, be motivated. Likewise, you can read books on diet. A friend of mine has read a book by Rituja Devekar, which helped her lose a lot of weight. So, something that you like, you want to do to motivate you and keep you going at a task at hand, you read those books in those times. Not all the times would you want to read unrelated books. Sometimes you need some motivation constantly, and when you're reading a book for that time, that motivation is at peak. Of course you can continue it later, and you should, otherwise there's no use of reading it. But especially when you are reading that book, you are in the groove. So that is something that I would like to tell you. Also, one last thing that I want to tell you is that there are these standards. You want to look at people, what they are reading, and read that, or always quote Murakami and Salman Rashid. You want to quote these big names, you all know Harari. But sometimes, what if you feel like reading a Sofia Kinsella, or you feel like reading a Nora Roberts, or Nicholas Sparks for that matter? Uh, Sometimes you would also like to go back to your childhood to read Enid Blyton, or start Harry Potter once again. Never ever apologize for the choice of books, for the choice of movies. Be unapologetic. That is a place for yourself. Nobody forces you to read books, and nobody is going to take an account of you. Nobody is your boss in terms of this. So don't worry about whether you are making a cut, or you are able to quote it and look cool or intelligent. No, read what you like, because that is some a way where you de-stress yourself. You feel good. Of course, expand your horizons, and of course you'll realize that you like much more books. But once in a while, or always, it's your wish. Guilty pleasures or proud pleasures, go for it. um, Guys, it was very good talking to you all, and I am going to come up with videos every week, twice a week. I would like to keep talking to you on various subjects that are close to my heart, and also hope that things will help you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment and tell me how you found this video and what would you like to hear from me. You can also help me with ways I can improve, because I'm just beginning. So thank you so much, all of you, and see you soon. Thank you.